Check it out. I woke up this morning. That's right, woke up this morning. I actually woke up this morning a little bit late. So I got a new phone. When did I get my new phone? I got my new phone yesterday or the day before. I got the new Google Pixel 8 Pro, something like that, right? Like they just keep adding, they add a number, they add a letter, something like that. I got the new Google Pixel 8 Pro, and so I got my new phone. Last night we did the trick-or-treating thing, right? Did the trick-or-treating over at Grandma's house, Taco Tuesday, which was amazing. Got home, watched the Diamondbacks in the playoffs. That game was rough. It was rough. I didn't watch the whole game, but I watched some of it. It was rough. And then set my alarm, boom, 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 right? Set my alarm 3:20 a.m., set the phone over, boom, locked and loaded. Good to go. Woke up this morning like 3:50 something a.m. I'm like, whoa, what is going on here? 3:50 something, it's supposed to be 3:20 something. And I look and my alarm is attached. My phone alarm is attached to music, right? So it starts with music every day. And I wasn't logged into YouTube. Like it pulls the music from YouTube, I guess. And I wasn't logged into it. And so basically my alarm was a vibrating phone. And you ain't waking me up with no vibrating phone. I'm just saying that ain't happening. But yeah, so woke up this morning just a little bit later than usual. Grabbed my Morning 5 planner like I always do every morning. Whoa. That's weird. I just lost and they came back. That was crazy. I'm glad they came back. I just lost all 3 of my cameras. Dude, there's been weird stuff been going on here in the office. We've been doing things that go bump in the night, like scary stuff, talking about fear. And there's been some weird stuff. Like when I first got here this morning, all of a sudden the music just kicked on and was playing music over here this morning. And then just now, all the cameras like going, which was kind of weird. Anyways, all right, I'm sidetracked this morning. So anyways, got up, grabbed my Morning 5 planner like I always do. Step 1, no snooze. Step 2, no phone. Step 3, gratitude and goals. Step 4, physical activity. Take care of the physical. Step 5, send an encouraging message, which we're doing right now. And at the top of the page of the planner, there's always a quote, right? There's a quote that's submitted by actual members of this community. And the quote today said, "Don't tell me what you are going to do. Do it." Don't tell me what you're going to do. Do it. So I thought about that this morning. That was submitted by Jamie Powlin. Jamie Powlin sent that in. He's another friend of mine from the automotive world. And I thought about that. I'm like, yeah, man, doing is better than talking about doing. In my experience. Maybe in your experience it's different. Maybe talking about it sometimes is better, right? And then it made me think of the Year of Yes with Shonda Rhimes, which I know we read together as a community, those of you that have been around here a while. And she talks about, she did a speech, a Dartmouth commencement speech. And in that speech, she was like, I know people stand up here and they tell you to chase your dreams and be a dreamer and all this stuff. And she's like, I'm telling you right now, there's a bunch of people I know that are dreamers that talk about the things that they're gonna do and they never get anywhere. And then there's the doers, those that do something, do the work, even if it's not the thing that it is that you necessarily want to do, just do, and that will lead you to the thing that you need to do in order to be able to do the thing that it is that you want to do. She talks about how she never dreamed. Shonda Rhimes, the writer of Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and Private Practice, I think it is. She's like, I never dreamed of being a writer. It's not what I dreamed to do. She's like, I just wrote. I was a doer. And in the doing, ultimately became one of the most prolific TV writers that we've seen in a very, very long time. So I thought about that this morning. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Do it. Much better result.
If you want to win, you got to do it. Do it alone. Do it broke. Do it tired. Do it scared. No matter what, just do it.
Good morning and welcome to Rise and Grind Live. Unlock your full potential with the power of daily motivation, education, inspiration with your host, Glenn Lundy, a husband to one, father to 8, global motivational speaker, and the author of The Morning Five.
I'm Heather Parody, former therapist turned online entrepreneur and wannabe comedian.
Celebrity interviews, transformational information, and a massive community around the #1 morning show in the world. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Wednesday. That's right, today is Wednesday, aka CMA Day. Those of you that don't know, CMA Day, that's Carter Myers Automotive Group. Every Wednesday, I get the honor of spending time with the Carter Myers Automotive Group, pouring into their people. They pour into me. We level each other up. It's awesome. And so I get to do that every single Wednesday. So we've labeled Wednesday as CMA Day. And here's the thing, Carter Myers Automotive Group, most amazing group in the country, led by the incredible Liza Myers-Borges. Scott Simons has got 5 stores over there. We got a lot of friends that are part of CMA. And I'm just telling you, listen, sometimes automotive industry gets a little bit of a bad rep, right? Sometimes some of you think automotive, you think car sales, you think something ugly or scary or whatever it is that you might think. I'm just here to tell you, dude, listen. Carter Myers Automotive Group is all about moving lives forward. They've got over 1,100 people that work there in all sorts of different positions, doing everything that you can think of, right? From marketing to accounting to detailing and everything in between, right? Obviously, they sell cars, and there's finance people, and there's leadership roles, and all of these things. And they're always looking for amazing humans with incredible character and integrity to join their organization. And so if you're thinking about a career change here in 2023, you're thinking, you know what? 2024, I want it to look a little bit different. I want to be a part of an organization where I can be an owner. That's right. Every one of their employees has an opportunity to be an owner of their company, which is incredible, right? If you're like, you know what? I want to change some things up in 2024, then just reach out, and I can hook you up. I can hook you up with the people at CMA. They're amazing. Emily Gower says, speaking of automotive, your girl is going to be at NADA. I hope everybody comes to see me at the B Auto booth. Emily Gower, yeah, girl, I'll come see you. So anyways, CMA Day, go check them out. They're absolutely amazing. Today is also Wednesday, November 1st, 2023, and I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's right, I am home, and it is great to be home on this November 1st, Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. So we are here in a series this week on the show. We're in a series called Things That Go Bump in the Night. And we've been talking about fear, right? Fear, false evidence appearing real. And when we look at fear, there's lost the mic. I don't know what's going on this morning. This is kind of freaky. There's different, obviously lots of different fears, right? There's lots of different fears. And the most common that people talk about all the time are things like spiders and snakes, you know, like, hey, what are you scared of? Oh, I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of snakes. I'm scared of, some people will say, I'm scared of, I don't know. What are you scared of? Drop some stuff in the comments of what you're scared of, right? People drop all these things. But what we wanted to do this week is shift it a little bit. We wanted to look at this thing, fear, right? False evidence appearing real, and apply it to some of the more impactful areas of our lives, right? Like doubt. Doubt is a form of fear. Worry. Worry is a form of fear. Ramon says, scared of loss of revenue. Jacqueline Underwood says, scared of birds. Lolly with Swartz, up early. Good morning. Scared of disease. Scared of things not working out. West Storm says, that ghost must still be in Glenn's office. Might be. Nicole Settle says, wasps. Ramon says, scared of not serving my wife. I feel you on that, brother. Right? Failure, change, Worms. Doubt is a form of fear. Worry is a form of fear. Concern is a form of fear. Death is a form of fear. You're like, wait a minute, Glenn. Hold on. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? Death is a form of fear. Hey, when you can tap into biblical wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you understand that death of the body is an illusion for the soul. False evidence appearing real. So we're in this series this week where we are diving in. How do we eradicate those fears? How do we utilize those fears to help us push through? How do we break through those fears? How do we embrace those fears as part of the human experience, but ultimately allow them to take us to the next level, not petrify us and keep us where we are? That's what we're talking about this week on hashtag Rise and Grind. Before we go too far, though, you know what we got to do. You know what we got to do. For those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button. I can see over on Facebook, people having a hard time finding the show today. So I need your help, all right? I need your help. Hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. Sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up and I'll say what's up back. Is that fair? I think that's fair. Seriously, for those of you that are watching on replay, I talked to a guy yesterday. He's like, bro, I watch your show every day. I'm like, dope. Never seen your name. He's like, yeah, I watch your show every day at 9:30 a.m. I'm like, cool. I see you, Doug. I see you at 9:30 a.m., Doug. Thanks for watching the show every day. Actually, about 90%, maybe more, of the people that watch hashtag Rise and Grind Live, they watch it on replay. Amazing, right? Incredible. So for all of you that are watching on replay, what up? I'm so glad you're here. Drop a comment so that I know you stopped by. Otherwise, I don't know. I can't see you, right? Like I can see people live right now. I can see Ramon is here. I can see Ramon is here right now. I can see that. I can say hi to Ramon. If you watch the show, you're probably like, man, he says hi to Bella Rigby all the time. And Marilyn Wilkin all the time. And Dr. Tanji and Liza Borges and Mary Lynn, right? I said Mary Lynn twice. And Dr. Jeannie and Dr. Janie, right? Dr. Jeannie and Dr. Janie. You're like, he talks to Natasha Smith all the time. He says, what's up? He says, what's up to Nicole Settles? Like, what's up? What's up with him saying, what's up to Nicole Settles, Leisha Moore, and Tarika Simmons all the time? It's because they on live, yo. And they drop a comment. And I see the comment. I can say, what's up? So for those of you on the replay, drop a comment. Share it out. Right, Mike? Right, Andy? Right, Don Sankey? Right, Triple J, the heavyweight champion of the world? That's what's up. Core Elements in the building. How you doing, William and Patty and Tanya? I'm so glad you're here. Malcolm and Samira. What's up, Wood? What's up, Wood? I like that. How you doing, Wisdom? Wood and Wisdom in the building. Cindy Uriona is up in here. Glad you're here this morning. Emily Galler. You know what's up, right? You got to speak up. Got to let me know. Speak up. Raise your voice in order to be seen. What's up, Tara Hope? I'm so glad you're here. Tanya Colquhoun is in the building. Ricardo Govindansami, thanks for being here. Mike Larkin, Natasha Smith, Lawanda Barber. I'm so glad you're here, Lawanda. Vicky Everett is in the building. Thank you, Vicky, for connecting me with Gail and with the GoFundMe. Gail B. Craft, praying for you, girl. You and your family. Hope everything's going all right. Sonia Merritt, thanks for being here in the building. Rich Pintrick, I'm glad you're here. Angela Heath, thanks for being here with us this morning. Great to see you. Great to see you. Great to see you. Hey, couple things. Wow, all my cameras just went out again, a second time, and they just came back. What is going on, dude? That's never happened before, ever. Like, I'm looking to see if my foot's hitting something. I don't know what's. Mike's going out. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, good. We're back. That's some weird stuff, man. Hey, planners will be out. New planners, Morning 5 planners coming out Black Friday. If you want to order bulk, you got an organization, you want to order for your friends, you want to order for family members. If you want to order in bulk, then shoot Leslie an email. That's not true. My wife's out, bro. My wife's like, she's like, dude, I'm raising the 7 babies. Like, I'm good. You need to, what's up, Pete Daly? She's like, you got to figure this out. So email Jessica@glennlundy.com. Jessica@glennlundy.com. If you want to order 10 or more of the Morning 5 planners, Jessica@glennlundy.com. We're going to do the bulk orders first. I'm thinking I'll probably get the first edition of the November planner in the next couple days. So if you're going to do 10 or more, email Jessica@glennlundy.com. Let her know that you want 10 or more. Obviously, they're discounted. This year, actually, they're going to be cheaper than they have been in the past, which is interesting. But 10 or more, email Jessica. They're coming out. New ones will be out on Black Friday. If you're buying individual, you'll be able to do that on Black Friday, so get ready for that. But I highly suggest if you've got any people that you lead, that you guide, that are part of your lives, grab some in bulk, because the Morning 5 planner is a game changer. When you change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact in their lives. I'm telling you, that's just a fact. Speaking of people that made an awesome, massive impact in people's lives, Heather Parody joins us for Wacky World Wednesday. So it's CMA Day. It's November 1st. It's all the things. It's also Wacky World Wednesday. So Heather's going to join us, and then we'll continue to dive in and talk about this thing called fear.
Y'all, I am in Atlanta. We are at a comedy award show, and we just did a segment about mental health and comedy. And this dude right here was facilitating this conversation because you have an organization called
Stand Up for Recovery. We do stand up. We're in recovery. I'm a person in long-term recovery from substance use disorder and co-occurring mental health challenges. And so comedy is the gift that my recovery gave back to me. So it's fulfilling to be able to help give that back to other people. And so I produce Stand Up for Recovery Comedy Fest every year. And yeah, so we produce events for the recovery community, and we are working towards creating recovery-friendly open mics for people to talk about some things that might be extra difficult to talk about maybe just in a bar, but we definitely want to incorporate the mental health community. We also have an initiative to get Narcan, the life-saving overdose reversal medication. Narcan, I want to say it's an opioid blocker, so it's able to revive someone who is literally dead and bring them back to life long enough for them to get to an emergency room.
He's fighting to put these in comedy clubs.
Yes, we want to get them all across the country. So we want to help raise awareness, recovery is possible, help reduce the stigma and prejudice associated with addiction and mental health challenges. We're about the alchemy of turning pain into laughter. For me, I can't speak for everybody, but I know that comedy is like supplemental to other things I do for my recovery. So we don't think it's like this miracle cure, but it definitely helps shine some light on the darkness and help reduce your own personal stigma and shame.
Here's the dealio with this. Like, it's one thing to go through your own healing, go through your own recovery. It's a whole other ballgame, like taking us out on the road and fighting for it and doing it. So what happened in your life where you're like, not only do I want to walk out my own healing, but also bring this to this community?
Well, from my personal experience, I moved from a very culturally diverse area to a very secluded, closed-minded place when I was like 13. By the time I was 15, I decided to join the circus as a clown. So I knew from an early age I wanted to make people laugh. I went to school for acting and stuff. And so naturally in recovery, you know, I was sitting at a meeting and learning these things about myself I was writing down. They were all like depressing sentences, and then something clicked and I was like, these are setups for jokes, like, or basically I need to do stand-up. I think that it's important for other people to see, you know, the healing is possible, hope is possible. By the comedian standing on stage, you know, we hope to embody resilience, and you know, if this person can get through this, I can get through mine, and I'm not alone.
That is Stand Up for Recovery. I need all of you to drop an emoji if you believe that healing is possible. Drop them down right here. We'll see you next time.
Say it one more time.
biggest fear is a killer saying something, some funny beep while I'm playing dead.
I guess that would be. I guess the only thing that. Yeah, the killer says something funny. You're playing dead. You try not to laugh. I guess that. Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad. Now, what if you had to pass gas? Like you're trying to pretend to be dead, and then would that be worse?
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there. Okay. All right. Good.
I understand it.
What's that? What if you're like you're trying to hold it in. Oh gosh. The killer's over there cleaning up the Clorox and whatnot, and here's okay.
Atari.
It's the first one ever.
Yeah.
Like games like Asteroids.
Back in the day, we had these things called Ataris. It's before the Nintendo, before TVs, before radio.
Heard like friends.
Atari.
We were
We
here.
walk barefoot in the grass, go behind the barn and play our Atari.
And we're on our way down here. That's where we're at right now.
All right.
Atari never played. I know what I'm thinking for Christmas.
Ataris were
My
illegal.
biggest fear is a killer saying some funny shit while I'm playing dead.
It doesn't get old.
This is what you do, Fred, is you lean into it and you actually start aggressively getting onto it because then you start pretending like you're turning into something. So, zombie.
You're welcome.
Fear what?
Fear women. May this not happen to you.
Oh my gosh, you know, a father can become a father-in-law, and a son can become a son-in-law, and a mother can become a mother-in-law, and a daughter can become a daughter-in-law, but your wife, she is the law. That's how I feel about that.
Okay. Fear what? Fear women. May this not happen to you.
A freaking men. Not men, we and men. Whoa, man. Have y'all seen I Married an Axe Murderer? Where he goes, whoa, man. Whoa, man.
All right. Men fear me. Fish want me.
Whoa, bro, that is a classic photo. That looks like straight from like Olin Mills. Do you guys remember Olin Mills? I remember being a kid and we would like get all dressed up for Olin Mills family photos. And fish, I'm not real sure, bro, but whatever you're into. If he's into fish loves him. That works for him. That's cool. But that takes me. It takes me back to the Olin Mills. Is Olin Mills still a thing? Do they still have Olin Mills? Do you guys have heard of
It literally sounds like a breakfast.
Olin Mills? You guys haven't heard of Olin Mills? Dude, have you heard of Olin? You guys are my age. You've heard of Olin Mills.
Men fear me. Fish want me.
Do you want fish to want you? I'm very confused by the whole. We all shouldn't be on the internet and we all shouldn't post on the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the internet is not for everyone.
A little fishy.
There's few people, there's certain, so if you're on there like this, the internet's not for you.
No.
Public service announcement.
As a child, I really thought the Bermuda Triangle was going to pose a lot more problems for me than it actually has.
Well, yeah, I guess I could see that. It's probably not the only thing, right? There's a lot of things that we create narratives in our mind that are kind of scary about, right? Like the monster under the bed, the boogeyman, the things Fisher right now. My buddy Fisher, dude, he's scared to death of coyotes, right? So it's interesting that we have these fears that 99.99999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999 90% of the time never come to fruition, but we waste a lot of time, effort, and energy on those particular things. So Bermuda Triangle, I ain't flying over it, but I'm with you. It really hasn't affected me either. As a child, I really thought the Bermuda Triangle was going to pose a lot more problems for me than it actually has.
Is that where Amelia Earhart got trapped in?
I don't think
I kind of forgot what the Bermuda Triangle is, but I do think about it when I'm flying. As aliens too. So aliens, Bermuda Triangle, like your girl's looking out the freaking window. It might still be problematic. We might be in it right now. We don't know. Everything's an illusion according to Glenn Lundy.
Aliens?
Aliens.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about it. Not too bad, but like they say that they have the big eyes and I'm like, I don't want to see anything with big eyes.
What is not too bad?
Huh?
What is not too bad?
Compared to a not bad alien.
Hey, you said you're a little worried about it, not too bad. What does that mean?
I mean, I'm mildly concerned, like I'm aware, but it's not like I won't do something. Like I'll go out and run in the field, but in that field, I'm like.
No. So are aliens real?
Something's real. I don't know what they are. That's another segment. You're pushing this, aren't you?
They are.
Well, I called my mom yesterday before I got on the plane, and I was telling her, I said, hey, Mom, aliens, and she goes, my mom's evangelical Christian Southern woman. So she says, well, some people call them aliens. I call them demons. It's my mama.
Hey, Mom, aliens.
I said, whatever you want to call them, I don't want to see them.
Let's start in Matthew 6. Jesus is speaking. He said, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you'll eat or drink, or about your body, what you'll wear. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to his life? And why do you worry about clothes? Oh, you have little faith. So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And then in Philippians 4, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Jesus said very plainly, very repetitively, do not worry. I'm of the opinion that if Jesus says not to do something, he has our best interest at heart. He's not being meddlesome. He's not trying to limit us. He's concerned about our well-being. And we've missed something. Something has eluded us. We have tolerated something in our lives, in our thoughts, in our emotions. We've tolerated something, allowed it to flourish, that in reality is destructive, that Jesus has said, don't do that.
That we are so twisted and tied up and melting down in our own worries and problems. And we forget that we have a Heavenly Father right there saying, do you want my help? And we just gotta say, I want your help, and trust that he can do what he needs to do. Let him do the work that needs to be done. Look.
I always think about these verses. I think about, do not worry, 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 right? Over and over and over and over and over again in the Bible. And it makes me think not just, should we not worry? It makes me think how connected Jesus and how connected God is to the human experience, right? Like, if it wasn't a human experience to worry, then they wouldn't have to say, do not worry over and over and over and over again, right? So clearly this idea of worry, this concept of worry is a human experience. I know that sometimes on this show we can talk about the things we could do, should do, capable of, potential, so on and so forth. And sometimes it gets lost and we start to think, well, I shouldn't be the type of person that worries, or I can't seem to control this fact that I do worry. I am worried something might happen to my child. I am worried that I might fail. I am worried that this book that I wrote will not reach and impact the I'm just throwing stuff out there because I don't really feel that way. But you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we beat ourselves up, we shame ourselves, and we guilt ourselves for things that are part of the human experience. And so what I wanted to do today is, one, laugh a little bit at fear. That's what I love about Heather Parody. She brings so much humor into my life. She's just an incredible person. So I wanted to laugh at this idea of worry. And then I wanted to remind you from a biblical place that God's got you. And then I also wanted to share with you from a human place that it's a natural thing to do. Now, allowing the worry to petrify us, to keep us from moving forward, keep us from becoming the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. Now, that's no. But understanding that worry and doubt exist, that's a yay, for lack of better words. So listen, friends, we've been navigating fear all week. False evidence appearing real. And I think the timing of it is incredibly important, especially with what's going on in the world. Wow. You hear that? Where is that coming from? Sorry. Especially with what's going on in the world. If you are in the world today, what I mean by in the world is you work in the world, news, Twitter, social media feeds. If you're in the world today, right? Fear is being sold to you nearly every second of every day. Because dude, this is crazy. Because like it or not, there are wars that are going on this planet. There are forces of evil that are doing evil things. There are attacks on our children. There are politics and corruption. There's a lot of things that are happening in our world that if we live in this world, we are likely to spend a lot of time in worry, fear, doubt, anxiety, concern. And that's exactly what they want. Because people who are petrified by fear, petrified by doubt, petrified by worry, petrified by concern, people that are experiencing those things are controllable. People that are experiencing those things follow. People that are experiencing those things don't fight back. In most cases. And so these things ultimately become part of the narrative. And it's easy to get sucked into. And so what I wanted to do this week and with today is give you a little different narrative. Different narrative that says you are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. That God made you to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, not an average version, not a little bit above average, not a little bit below average, but the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. To speak up, to share your voice, to be the best, absolute best version, the brightest light that you can possibly be. And within that, it says, do not worry. Within that, it says, do not doubt. Within that, it says, if God will take care of the flowers and the birds in the sky, how much more valuable are you? So listen, friends, that's today's episode of Hashtag Rise and Grind. I'm going to go over to Clubhouse. We're going to chat about this a little bit longer. You're welcome to come join us over there if you would like. Otherwise, if you're watching on replay, thanks for being here. I really, really, really appreciate it. It means like the world to me. And then I know there's a trillion things on social media and you chose to be in this space. I never take that for granted. So if you're watching on replay, make sure you drop a comment so I know you stopped by. And then come join us tomorrow morning. Again, I'll be doing this. I'll be here 5:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. You're welcome, Alexander Perry. I love you, brother. I'll be here tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again right here on Hashtag Rise and Grind.
Let's start in Matthew 6. Jesus is speaking. He said, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you'll eat or drink, or about your body, what you'll wear. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to his life? And why do you worry about clothes? Oh, you have little faith. So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And then in Philippians 4, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Jesus said,